Hey there, Python trainer Ruben Learner here, and today I want to talk to you about why I dislike using dot notation in Pandas. So first of all, what am I talking about? And in order to explain it, I'm going to have to create a data frame. So I'm going to say import numpy as np, import pandas as pd. I'm going to say here df equals, we're going to create a data frame, pd data frame. I'm going to do it based on np random randint from 0 to 1000. I'm going to say we have 4 by 5, 4 rows, 5 columns. So I'll say here, index for the rows equals a list of A, B, C, D. And my columns are going to be columns equals list of V, W, X, Y, Z. Finish that up, and there we go. We got some random numbers. We got some columns. Fantastic. So how can I retrieve a row? And I can use .lock or .ilock. And .lock, I say df.lock of A, and that gives me based on the index. And if I say df.ilock, then it's based on the position. So we'll say here like 1. That's going to give me B. Okay, so far so good. What about what if I want to retrieve a column? And so I have two options. I can use dot notation or square bracket notation. So I'm going to start off with square bracket notation since it's the better one. I'm going to say df square brackets of v. Notice, by the way, that when I am working with the data frame, when I use square brackets alone, it always refers to the columns. And I always tell people when they start off using pandas, if they're working with a series, they should avoid using square brackets to retrieve elements from the series because it'll come back to bite them when they start working with data frames. Much better to always use .lock and .ilock when you're working with a series, even if it feels a little funny and like unnecessary, because when you get to data frames, it'll really help. So if I want column V, I say df of V, and there we go, I got column V. But I can also use dot notation, meaning what? I say df dot v, and I get the same thing back. Now, a lot of people say then, wow, that's great. That's so much easier. It's less to type. It's cleaner. It's nicer. Yes, all these things are true. But, there are a whole bunch of reasons why you don't want to do this. So reason number one is if your column contains spaces, this won't work. So if I say here, df columns, and watch this, I'm going to now just change them to be, and I have, of course, df columns right now is going to be 5 things. So I'm going to df columns equals, let's say vv, and ww, and xx, and yy, and zz. All right, so I've just replaced the column names with these. Now I can very easily say df of xx. And it works just fine. There's nothing wrong with that because this is just a string, and a string can contain whatever characters you want. It can contain letters, it can contain spaces, that's great. But what if I try to say df.x space x? Yeah, Python's going to say, I have no idea what you want from me, but this is not working. So just for the sake of consistency, I think that using dots is like confusing because you're not going to be able to be consistent because there will inevitably be columns that contain funny characters that are not legal Python attribute names. That is to say, names that can come after a dot. And then you're going to sometimes do this and sometimes do that. It's just going to be super, super annoying. But the other reason is it sort of, makes the difference. It muddies the difference between actual pandas, methods, and attributes and our own column names. Right, in many ways when we're programming, we want to have very clearly defined and distinct namespaces. I want to know what is a variable, and I want to know what is a method. And the way that we do that in Python is that methods always have dots before the name, and I can know this is attached to this object. But when I start using column names that look like methods, well, how do I know where one stops and the other begins? What happens, by the way, if I name my column something that is the same as a method? So watch this. I'm going to say here, right? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to rename my columns. And I'm going to say this column here is sum, and this column here is mean. So now if I say df.sum, what's it going to do? Well, it returns the method because that is actually the default. Like that's what we should be getting. If I want to retrieve that column called sum, I say df of square bracket sum. But you know what? If I had done this to begin with, if I hadn't messed with dot notation, then there never would have been any ambiguity here, right? Doing this will always work, but then it's going to mess up your columns if they have any clashes whatsoever with method names or other attribute names. So for these two reasons alone, the confusion, the consistency, and the number the special characters, I guess that's three reasons, right? For those three reasons alone, I think you should really avoid dot notation. Now, do I sympathize with the people who say it looks cleaner and it looks nicer? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. But at the end of the day, the most important thing in Python, and I would argue in Pandas as well, is readability. The most important thing is, can you read your code later on and make sense of what's happening with it without having to sort of dive into it and really get into the headspace of whoever was writing the code. And remember, the person who will probably be modifying your code is you a year from now. And are you going to remember why you sometimes use dots and sometimes use square brackets? Probably not, at least if you're like me. So try to be consistent. Use square brackets with strings. It's just way easier. And yes, you'll have to type a bit more, but hey, you should be touch typing anyway. But that's for another video. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back real soon with lots more videos about Python and Pandas. See you then.